Welcome back, guys, to Trails in the Sky, where last episode we concluded Chapter 3 with the rescue of Professor Russell. But with the Black Ornament now in the Intelligence Division's hands, they start to make moves out in the open as Colonel Richard swooped down and captured Chloe, despite Lieutenant Schwartz's best attempts. Well, our final chapter now starting, turmoil in the Royal City awaits as we make our way into the Grancel region. Hello, welcome to the Sanctum Gate. We need you to fill out some paperwork before we can let you go on to the capital. Right, we'll fill out the papers then, I guess. There's nothing else for me to do here. Okay, can you give us the paperwork? Thank you. Please sign here. Estelle and Joshua filled out the paperwork. What's it with you kids these days? Are you brave or are you just crazy? Are you on some kind of hiking date on the highway? What? A date? It's nothing like that. We're brother and sister. That face. Funny, you don't look like siblings, but you do have the same last name, I guess. Okay, you ready to go? Estelle, you seem very preoccupied all of a sudden. Are you okay? Do you want to stop and rest? No, I'm fine. Let's just get to the capital. If you're sure. Well, if you two aren't on a date, are you going to go see the martial arts competition? Martial arts competition? Wrong again? There's an annual martial arts competition held in the Royal Grand Arena. It was originally only for the Royal Guardsman Elite, but now it's open to any willing fighter. I believe the preliminaries are starting this afternoon. Oh, that sounds like fun! That's definitely right up your alley, Estelle. The Queen will be there in person. Ah, so the admission fees are being discounted. If they weren't working, I'd be there myself by now. Haha, sorry to hear it. Of course, I'd rather be participating than watching. See if all this training's paid off yet or not. I can imagine. But if they've already started the preliminaries, it'll be impossible for you to get in. We've got a job to finish too, don't forget. You'll just have to make do in the stands. Huh, too bad. Sir, is something wrong? That emblem on your chest. I didn't notice because of your age, but are you two bracers? That's right. Is there a problem? No, not a problem exactly. Jeez, I never thought. Soldier, you lawyering while you're on duty? Sir, is there a problem here? Well, sir, it's just that these two, they're bracers, sir. Bracers, sir? You two. I'd like a few minutes of your time if that's alright. We do need to get to the capital. Is that so? The capital? May I ask the nature of your business in the capital? Well, we've got a job. What kind of job? The professor, No! I mean... How do I put this? I'm sorry, but we have an official guild contract. Our business with our client is a private matter. Sounds suspicious to me. I'm afraid you're going to have to explain yourselves. Look, I don't see what the big problem is. Well, we received information from military high command. The Royal Guardsmen have revolted against the Queen and are staging terrorist attacks. And it seems that some of these terrorists may have disguised themselves as bracers. So we're under orders to detain anyone claiming to be a bracer, pending investigation. Wait, what? That's enough, soldier. We're sorry, we're under strict orders. Until we can confirm your identification, you're to remain here at Sanctheim. You can't be serious. Why do... Ah, there you are. Ah! Huh? Why, I've been waiting for you. If you finish your paper, let's get going. Professor. Ha! It works. I apologize, Professor. It seems we've hit a small snag that might delay our departure somewhat. Just a moment here. Who are you? Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a specialist of archaeology, Professor Alba. I'm from North Ambria State, and I'm here in Liberl for investigative research. Have you processed this man's identification? Yes, sir. His passport checks out, and the Grancel History Museum will vouch for him as well. I see. Then everything appears to check out. I apologize for the delay, Professor Alba. So what relationship do you have with these two? Well, they're bracers. They've saved my life quite a number of times. So I decided to have them accompany me to the capital. Isn't that correct, Joshua? Estelle? Yes. That's it, alright. Well, it seems you have enough proof of your identity. I apologize to you both for the misunderstanding. No, it's not a problem. We know how it is to have strict protocols. No hard feelings at all. I swear, I'm going to get wrinkles if there are any more surprises. I mean, you started playing along so fast with the professor. I thought I had forgotten our assignment for a moment. Hardly. I'd hoped you'd catch on a little bit quicker, though. Excuse me for the poor performance, Mr. Silvertongue. Not all of us can just lie with such a straight face. What was that? Never mind. Sorry to surprise you. It just seemed you two were in some trouble, so I spoke up. Should I not have? Oh no, we were definitely in some trouble back there. Thank you, Professor Alba. We appreciate your help. My way of returning the favour. Still though, what was that argument all about anyway? I heard something about some terrorist attack. It seems there's a gang of criminals out there who have been causing trouble while disguised as normal citizens, and the two of us were suspected of being in said gang. Yeah, could you believe that? I swear, every single person in the military is a massive stick up there. I see. Very troubling indeed. The situation and the imagery. By the way, I heard that the incident at the Cornelia Tower wound up getting complicated. How did that turn out for you? Well, there are a few loose ends, but for the most part, we managed to get things done. I expected you to do well. I could tell you two had the beginnings of great braces in you from the moment we met. I'm happy to see I was right. Oh, we didn't deserve that. We still got a lot to learn. We're still in training as it is. But Professor, what brings you to a place like this? Naturally, I'm on my way to the capital. I was originally going to take a ship, but I found myself short of funds. Oh well, archaeologists need to exercise too, so the walk should do me good. You have to beat yourself up like that, but still, you sure are poor. We scholars of the humanities all have financial issues, especially archaeology. Any money I make goes straight to the next excavation. That's too bad. We sure were lucky running into you back there. Do you want to come along with us to the capital? Now, just a moment, Estelle. I'm sure the professor is very busy with his own... I'd love to! The road to the capital can be dangerous, so having you two nearby would be for a big relief. Not that it's all that far to the capital anyway. Well, if you don't mind, then we would be honoured. Estelle, then. Let's get going. Well, if we didn't go now, it'd be incredibly suspicious, but he's a non-combatant. So yet again, leashed on us. By the way, I did notice in a thing, someone said, but you haven't, let's learn that recipe. As you notice, I've got one in the inventory. I haven't learned it just because I haven't ate it. Don't worry. I did look at that when we first did it. Should we send Estelle up there to run across the walls? I'm Estelle! Woo! And I think this is the best shop on the Citadel. Maybe she only likes the highest section. Woo! Oh, there's one guard up here. Are you all students? I hear people come from time to time to study the Annenberg ruins. What's that guy? What are these for? Putting a flag up? Are they antenna? Big transmission antenna? Oh, nothing seems to be there. Cheap shilling discount. I'll get it when I can. How much money do I have at the moment? 36,950? But of course, we're about to go into a new gearing phase, so that doesn't work. Are we on the opposite side of the world now? Where am I? Did I go out the wrong way? Oh no, I went the right way. This is the opposite side. We made it for the checkpoint. I just got transferred to this garrison recently. I'm surrounded by all these hardcore soldiers. I feel pretty overwhelmed sometimes. Are you on your way to the capital? Those terrorists could be hiding anywhere. Be careful. Well, around here, there should just be soldiers. You should be safe. Should just be soldiers. Are there any monsters? I mean, technically, around a royal capital, I think all the monsters would be, Oh, God. I'm being accused of running past stuff. I don't care if I did. I think Oliz just ran past a chest. Where? Why would there be a chest in here anyway? There's never been a chest in these locations before. I don't think I ran past a chest at all. There's just nothing. Proved you wrong. What was I saying? I got hijacked in the middle of my thing. No chests. Are we okay now? Right. No chest. Didn't see a chest. No chest. Good. What was I saying? Yes. Because it's the royal capital, there shouldn't be, like, anything out there, should there? I'd imagine they've culled all the monsters, so it's actually a safe road and a safe area, especially if they've walled off the land. It makes sense, because then, of course, no monsters would generally be able to make their way in, except maybe the waterways, I guess. Is that one of the reasons that maybe they've done it? A monster-free zone? Don't be stupid, Sam. It's a JRPG. You go up straight into a monster straight away. Everyone. Right, well, we've got a guest with us. But at this point in time, I have another note. That after I pass through that gate, I can go and get another chapter of Cornelia. So it's going to be a bit of a walk, and I'm going to try to dodge the enemies on the way. Or not. Hey, you there! Hi! Huh? That's like an army unit. No tourists are allowed at the Royal Villa. Do you not see the ordnance that was just posted all over the city streets? Actually, we're not citizens of Grancel. We just recently came here by way of the Sanctum Gate. Travelers, huh? I don't believe anyone would want to walk on the highways with terrorist activity going on. Talk about reckless. Setting aside the terrorist discussion for a second, what's the Royal Villa? It's a small palace to the east where the royal family resides. I was given to understand the townsfolk often went there to relax. So it's off limits for now. The army's using it as a base of operations for investigating the terrorist activities. You don't say. The roads nearby aren't off limits, but I suggest you keep away just to make sure no one mistakes you for one of the bad guys. So what they're saying is I could be attacked by the army there. Well, that's certainly grim. Personally, being told not to go somewhere just makes me want to go and see what all the fuss is about. What do you say? Want to go poke around and see what we can see? It's not that I'm not curious. We did just get that warning, so I think it's best to hold off. There may actually be terrorists, like the soldiers said. Well, I think the intelligence division is just using the Royal Guardsmen and braces as scapegoats. Estelle! You really need to not say things that out loud. If someone overhears you, then we're apt to get caught in it, up in it. Yeah, you're right. Intelligence what now? Let's see. Sorry, it's nothing. Anyway, let's head on to the city. Alright, you kids are no fun. Well, guess where we're heading? We're gonna head towards the Royal Villa, because I've got to make a long trip round to the Sanctum Gate by the look of it. Maybe. I don't know. From here, maybe? This is an intersection, after all. Ah, these Cornelia books. They'll be the death of me yet. It might be the death of me this time, with this guy following me around. Well, let's continue along the roadway and find that there are 0 monsters. Oh, no, there are monsters. Let's stay right in the middle of the path. We're on the Scenic route. Wasn't this where we saw stuff going on, by the way? Now, we're not going to try to gather any treasure chests at the moment. I'm just going to focus on making it forward fine. There's a shining bomb there. And a Tira bomb. I mean, we do have Joshua, who could just nuke them all. I was about to say, which way's which? This is a dead end over here. There's an old cerulean stone monument. Doesn't say anything on it, though. Is it important in any way? Can't read it at all? Well, there's going to be monsters in that chest, we know that much. Let's avoid battling. And avoid the shining pom, too, as we make our walk around. All for another... Go away. I mean, we do have Estelle on a critical, though. We do have the CP for it. You know what? I'll run as well. That means the shining pom will be there again. This is stupid. Why can I do this? So I can keep going until I've got myself like a favourable battle with like criticals and people going first. To be able to wipe them all out, right? Like this. Isn't that a bit silly? So you could do stuff like that. I mean, I don't think I can take them out all in one go. I mean, I'm going to run and not fight them, to be fair. But the fact that it lets you game it like that, to that extent, is just crazy to me. Well, we don't want to go to the Royal Villa. We wanted to continue onwards. So I can't go this way, then. Well, actually, that could just be another route, to be fair. Yes, so we can go straight up there past that Royal Avenue too. So you can keep going until you get like a turn where you've got a first turn critical And then, like, use an S-break to bust out Joshua. Or second turn critical you need, actually, wouldn't you? And then just use Joshua's AoE one to just wipe out everything. That would work, wouldn't it? So farming Shining Bombs isn't exactly that. That's that big monster there. Isn't exactly that hard. That's a really big fish. Right, which way do I want to go here? Straight onwards, continuing down the Royal Avenue. We've really gone the scenic route, haven't we? Where's there a woodpecker that's going to attack me next? Right, there's the Nihon Gate. That is our goal. It looked like we could only go into Grancel otherwise. Oh, look! Haha! We recognise this area a little bit. It doesn't look like there's any monsters. Oh, there's a monster right there. It's just because we don't have the gem on to be able to see them as well. What was it they had? Mist and Haze or something like that? Scent and Haze, that's the one. Right, so we've arrived at the Nihon Gate. That's where we need to go. There is someone we need to talk to here to get ourselves yet another chapter of Cornelia. This is the Nihon Gate. The checkpoint connects the Grancel and Roland regions. This is all the way back. The Royal Avenue and Herb Scenic Route basically run a loop around this region. This is why many travellers headed to the castle missed the turnoff and walked the entire loop. I saw strange girl with glasses on the loop earlier. Dorothy's here. That would make sense, to be honest. This is the first time the army's heightened security in all regions since the 100 Days War. This makes me remember a lot of things that happened back then. I'm just confused. Have I actually visited here already? This is what confused me. Like, did I visit it from the other side, maybe? Ah, you aren't leaving Grancel, are you? Almost no one goes to Roland during the time the martial arts competition's been held. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just checking things out. God. Right, shop here. French fries and vegetable sandwich. We've got both. And you don't actually sell anything else. Hey, may I help you today? Do you all come here from the Royal City? It's awfully rare to see anyone coming here from Grancel during this time. Well, at least you're here ready to work. But I guess that's why you haven't got the food around this point. Another inn. All the customers were here earlier took off for Grancel. Well, I guess I should get to clean while I can. Nah, Sam. Sams don't do cleaning. That's not in the rules. Alright, so let's find this person with our special book. Oh my god, this wall's long, isn't it? Oh my god! Good work making all the way up here. I'll give you this as a souvenir. Haha, don't mind if there's a hand-me-down from me. Cornelia, Chapter 9! Because of the size of this place, patrolling it is one of the biggest challenges. Since all the tourists are concentrating in the Royal City at the moment, this place is a bit more relaxed, but if one of the terrorists were among the tourists, we'd have no real way of knowing. It's a little scary. That's a long wall. Woohoo! So thanks to my this is the point in time you should go do it thing, this was after passing through Sanktheim Gate. Go east to intersection Nihon Gate. See, I think that's spoiler free enough. Only the name and that's about it.
Onwards.
Hey Tom, thanks for the kisses. Thanks for 20 months of sub. Right, let's continue to look around the Nihon Gate, because why not? Hello, you. Weather is so clear today. I can even see the Kron Range across the lake. In the center of the Liberal Kingdom sits Valeria Lake. And surrounding it are mountains and the sea, which make for an outstanding view wherever you look. Right, I recognize those stairs, but let's get to where Chloe was kidnapped, eh? More the point, let's get downstairs, get to the front thing, and read ourselves another chapter of Cornelia, eh? Am I the only one who finds it weird that the wall only had a door on one end? Well, it's got to stop somewhere, hasn't it? I don't know. Right, we have ourselves Cornelia Chapter 9. Let's read 12 more pages. This one is literally called Cornelia. The flicker of dying orbal lamps mounted at equidistant lengths along the sewer walls sent thin streaks of light across the surface of the rippling flow of filthy sewage. Passing in front of these one by one, Sister Cornelia sped down the stone sidewalk as the sound of her body cutting through the racing tunnel winds trailed out behind her. Panting and out of breath, I continued to move my feet toward the darkness which lay before me as I chased after Sister Cornelia's flickering shadow. Wayworn, yet without a moment of repose, we headed unrelentingly with our sights set on the cathedral of the Septian Church. We moved swiftly across the moss-covered stone pavement, the clacking of our heels echoing in the dimly lit underground. Above ground, the walking distance on the city rose from the railway station to the cathedral was about 3 blocks, and we made our way up through the drainage ditch just beyond the sluice gate. We'd find ourselves in the public square outside the massive sanctuary. Up ahead, the light of another orbital lamp came into view. Turning her head in my direction without a word, Sister Cornelia extended her right hand outward in a wide motion, indicating that we would be turning that way the next corner. And as if preparing for something, she rolled both shoulders in a grinding motion and relieved the last of her tension with a pop of the neck. It seemed to me as though she knew all too well what was lurking within the tenebrous conduit ahead. Under the unsteady and sporadic coruscation of light, the body of Sister Cornelia surged around the corner and disappeared from view. 1, 2, 3 went the walloping echoes, followed by the sound of someone being rolled into the channel of filthy sludge. As I turned the corner, the first things which leapt into my sight were the contorted figures of 2 men on the ground, whom I barely missed treading on. Sister Cornelia, who was by this time several steps ahead, continued to run at her usual pace as if nothing had happened during the preceding seconds. "It's Cornelia!" came an angry but noticeably wavering voice from behind. I glanced to my rear to locate its source, and there I found a man who had dragged himself from the fecal-filled liquid, now lying next to his dead comrades, yelling with his dying breath as blood leaked out of his open mouth. "Cornelia! She's down here!" he managed to croak before falling silent and still. Sister Cornelia paid no attention, nor made any effort to look back. I turned my face forward and followed her example. The walls of the conduit leading directly to the sluice gate squared out into an ominous mouth of darkness, seemingly waiting for its next unsuspecting meal. Sister Cornelia gradually slowed her pace to match mine, as I had by this time become completely exhausted and out of breath. "It looks like these guys are dead serious about getting their hands on that item this time," she said, as she focused her eyes on the darkness before us. "So were those men old friends of yours or something?" I inquired. Sister Cornelia turned to face me with her dark and scarlet eyes. "Is that what you heard from those bracers the other day?" she asked. I nodded my head and questioned no further. With head slightly turned down, I forced myself onward, eyes fixed on tips of my boots. Unexpectedly, Sister Cornelia opened her mouth and said, "Do you remember that woman you had a run-in with back at the inn?" I nodded slightly. "The whole reason I gave up my life as a mercenary is because I didn't want to meet a tragic end like that," she continued. "A life of no meaning. Forgotten by all." I looked up at Sister Cornelia, and seeing a slight show of emotion in the side of her face, heard her repeat the same line of words a few times more before finishing her thought. "If I'm going to cash in my life's chips, then I think it's best that I fight for something worth fighting for. At least that way, I'd be able to leave a legacy of my existence behind." Taking in her words, I ran steadily beside her as I felt a sense of nondescript apprehension slowly begin to creep over me. During the short intervals between breaths, it suddenly seemed as if I were hearing the faint sound of sloshing water from behind, which caused me to prick up my ears and turn my head in its direction. "She noticed it too, huh, Toby?" Sister Cornelia slowed her step until finally coming to a complete stop. "They blockaded us from behind. There's no turning back now," she said, the direness of our situation heavy in her voice. We'd arrived in an intersection where the conduit we were in and another crossed paths, and just beyond the wide fetid flow of sewage water before us, I could see the dimly lit sluice gate. I placed my back against the damp bricks of the nearest wall and for a moment tried to catch my breath. "They're probably lying in wait for us," Sister Cornelia assessed stolidly after glaring across the flowing sewage of the merged channels and then turning her head to the rear and narrowing her eyes again. "And unfortunately this time, we won't be able to circumvent them." With a sound of composure revealing her utmost resolve, Sister Cornelia took in a few deep breaths. I laid hand on my ointment, gripping it in the palm of my sweaty hand, and then wrapped the strap of my bag securely around my opposite wrist. And as always, Sister Cornelia checked her boots before standing upright. And taking a few steps back and holding my breath, I raced forward and darted into the stinking flow of waste. Lovely. Now we're in the poo, not just the dead people. 2 quick-fire chapters of Cornelia later, and we're finally ready to visit Grancel. Let's go. As long as I dodge the monsters, we'll get equipment before we fight anything around here, eh? That's always the best way of doing things, so I'm pretty sure we can fight some of the monsters. Especially around the other side of the path. Usually they only come in sets of 1 and allow us to learn stuff, but we don't have information gem on, which is what I hate most. I need info. Right, the Sanctum Gate is over there. Oh, we could have literally took the intersection right there. I didn't have to go all the way around. Oh well. I did it because I'm a rebel. Oops. Damn, now I'm a proper tourist. Right, here's where Chloe got taken. Let's head on inside. It's the capital of La Belle Grancel. We finally reached it. Wow, the city's freaking huge! Dad used to take me here a long time ago, but was it really this big then? Well, it is the biggest city in the kingdom. Grancel Castle's just past the main road. That's where the Queen lives. There's also the Grancel Cathedral, the Grand Arena, and all the embassies for the surrounding nations. Oh, you don't say. You sure know a lot about the city? Must have been here before, right? Yes, when I was little. Why, no matter how many times I see it, this city's still amazing me with its beauty. Purely in terms of scale, I believe the Imperial and Republican capitals are larger. Neither feels as elegant and refined as Grancel does. I'm glad to hear it. It's nice to hear a foreigner complimenting your home country. Which reminds me, what do you plan to do now, Professor? Are you going to be okay with staying in a hotel? I have something else in mind. I intend to go bug the folks at the History Museum. Oh, cool. Grancel's one of those? They find ancient artifacts and put them on display there. Yes, and I'll be staying there as a guest associate member. You two should stop by to visit if you get the chance. Museums are awfully formal for my taste. If we do come by, are you going to give us a bunch of lessons? If that is your wish, then I shall certainly do my best. Just kidding, though I do think that checking out all the exhibits would be fun. Now, if you'll excuse me. Well, he's just as happy-go-lucky as ever. What's this guest associate thing, though? Is he a famous scholar or something? Yes, most likely. Now, we should probably stop in at the local guild branch before we do anything else. Not only do we need to change our branch affiliation, but we can discuss there how to approach delivering the Professor's message. Yeah, you're right. Thinking about it, how are we even going to get an audience with Her Majesty anyway? The Queen is at the tournament. And there's no way that would be as simple as just walking up to the castle and saying hi. The Queen's at the tournament. No one took in that information? What ice cream do you sell me? We got a coffee ice cream. We don't have... Okay, we still haven't had the coffee ice cream, but we still got it. Now, these are stores that we would have got inside... Now, that one's new. 700 HP? Sure. I was wondering if they're the same stores that we would have possibly missed during the festival if we didn't buy all the stuff then. And maybe there's a second chance to get the recipes again. Let's check out the lay of the town. Because first of all, before we go anywhere, it's shops we need to go to. The Orbital Factory as well would be a good check. What is this? I come all this way with my little honeypots and we can't even enter the castle. Well, yeah, you normally can't just walk into castles, you know. I want to see the inside of the castle. I find it weird that they do tours of places in the White House and Buckingham Palace and all that. Security reasons, you know? Why? Hi, this is your first time in Grancel. The city is split into 4 districts, or blocks. Here in the South Block, you'll find the basic guild as well as a variety of shops. The North Block is the Royal Hotel, the biggest in the country. Just beyond it, farther north is the castle itself. The West Block is the Grand Cathedral, as well as the main offices of the La Belle News. And over in the East Block are all the embassies, the arenas, and all the general goods stores for the city. So do I want to go East Block? Oh no. No, this looks bad. The register's completely and totally busted. Oh, I'll fix that for you if you like. No candy store? This could end up like Bose, where I buy stuff from a shop and then find better stuff within 2 seconds. Well, of course I can't really upgrade any more slots at the moment, so I'm just wondering what more they would have on offer here. It looks like everything goes up to a 3 now. So that's not too bad. Attack free, shield free, evade free, impede doesn't go up to a 3. Action free, speed 30%. Do you have action on currently or do you have cast? You have cast, okay. Hit free, EP free, EP cut free. I think that's new, but that's very expensive. Cast doesn't go up to 3. Oh. I think we should save for EP cut free. That's really good. So I say going for that above anything else might not be a bad idea. That said, that does allow us to, if EP cut free is just the bottom 3, then that still gives me the top 3 to spend, so I could probably work on getting like some attack frees, etc. if I need them for upgrades. I think I've got like attack 3, impede 3, HP 2. That's one I could upgrade, isn't it? I could do that if I wanted to get some more spell power. See if that works for something else as well. And then we've got EP cut 2, which is of course what we want to work towards. Cast 2 we can't get. I think our dual step is just really good. We just need to get some more people. We're on the Wingard Orbital Factory. The third floor is where we handle all repair and maintenance orders. Is it now? Then we're selling up here. Why can't I just take the magazines? Isn't there a Libel news for free somewhere I can just take? 50% EP cut is awesome. Yeah, obviously. 50% spell down. Whew. Especially when you've got spells that cost 50. They all of a sudden cost 25, which is less than the 30 we've had encountered before. So here's Weiss's Armed and Guards. Bracers! Welcome to the shop. Please have a look around. I will. What do you sell? A battle staff? That's 11 better than what we currently have. The Schneiders here are 10 better than what we currently have. The shield coat is a good 22 plus some ADF on Estelle's. 20 with the ADF down otherwise. The composites too are not bad. I mean, that's 5 for Estelle. 10 for Joshua. But now I'm just going to wonder, like, the East Block. Here's the Sunnybell Inn. That's where we can usually get something. Bouillabaisse. I think we've learnt bouillabaisse. Somehow, the act of eating it fired off long-hidden neurons in the brain, teaching you the recipe for bouillabaisse. Oh, what? Fine by me. Why did that one have flavor text for the flavor? Well, we've learnt it. Right, mixed cocktail and a refreshing pie too. Cures all abnormal status for a mixed cocktail. I'm wasting my money on food that I've not eaten. I can't believe they're all Cosmo terrorists. Every one of them comes in here as an upstanding young man. It's got to be some kind of mistake. The Royal Guard is under the magnifying glass right now, what with all those allegations of terrorist involvement. First the Sky Bandits in Bose and the corrupt Mayor of Luen. Now that business with the Orbital Blackout and Zeiss. Sure seems like a lot's been going down these days. Oh, we found a piano. Maybe Olivia wants to drink some more wine. Right, so East Block is where there's more shops, right? Let's make sure that what we're buying is the best of the best. Oh, look, it's a market. At least if I had a girlfriend, I might go to the tournament. There's this beautiful girl that comes by all the time. She's totally my type. Man, I ain't interested in the tournament, not at all. Well, that stuff just happens, man. It happens, and it ends, and the world keeps on turning. Sure. I flew in from Bose to sell some of my merchandise. Did you now? Right, well, where's the actual store, people? Oh, they have stuff from revenue. Score! Why is it you can only ever find the thing you want when you have no money? The girl over there giving out free tea samples, that's my twin sister, Kitty. She's the most popular waitress here right now. She stole the tea selling position from me and said it was okay because she's older and wiser. She actually said wiser. I'll show her. I'll be the best tea seller ever. Just give him free tea. Welcome. Would you like to try a free sample of our tea? I can even teach you how to prepare your own cup. Yes. Give me tea. Why won't you not give me tea? I don't like her anymore. What's the point in a free tea seller if I'm not actually going to get any tea from it? Well, nothing to buy there. Welcome to the adult department store where your money goes far and really wants to play. What? Okay. Libel News, issue 8. So this is SC-1202, City Shaken Over Possible Sedition Conspiracy. Sudden mistrust falls on elite group. Makes sense that we'd see Dorothy walking around here, though, when I think about it, because, of course, this is where the Libel News is, right? Tea greater than gear, yeah. It'd make for a really nice gift, don't you think? What, a big jug? Oh, look for a little memento of your visit. I guess we'll buy our own supplies. Oh, we can buy Proxy Puppet here. Pretty much every attachment. That's not bad. But in terms of actual shops here, that's all we've got. But we got our news, so that's what we're after. And now I guess we know that which section is the actual place we wanted to go to after all. Landing port's over there, North Block's over there. I guess I should check out if, there's this ice cream shop here in the East Block. There's somebody to die for. Okay, Marsha. I've been there. I should check out the North Block just to make sure it doesn't have a random weapon shop in it. Okay, it doesn't seem to. It has lodgings. I haven't checked out the West Block yet, either. I'm gonna sneeze. It's coming. I'm trying to resist. Where are you off to? So, next package. Man, this city's freaking huge. I've been a delivery boy here. Let me go, Becca. Bye. Oh, in the castle, but the Duke suddenly ordered me to take some time off, forced vacation. It doesn't make much sense to me that the government takes off while the Queen is ill. Doesn't make much sense to me that government takes off at all. Hired to serve the people, having all this time off? What are you doing? Anyway. Here's a shop. Not so much a shop then. Oh, Barrel Coffee's house, but we found Libelle News. I guess I should read the Libelle News before I actually enter the Libelle News. Issue 8. Feature story. Oh my god, she's actually pictured as the terrorist. Shock over Royal Guard arrests. According to a statement issued by the Intelligence Division late last night, the Royal Guard conspired to revolt within the royal city. The shocker occurred when the group was confronted by the Intelligence Division Special Operations Unit, which identified the unfolding plot. Following the incident, the Army Strategic Operations Headquarters called for an immediate stand-down of the Royal Guard. It also appears that the incident at the Central Factory was the work of the seditionist movement led by the former Royal Guard members. Evidence gathered from the attack seems to have been a deciding factor in IDing the culprits. A picture. I mean, a picture can be good sometimes, but, you know, they didn't get any faces or anything. She looked for the exact faces. Ex-First Lieutenant Julia Schwartz, pictured above, is currently on the run with a number of her fellow officers. A warrant has been issued for their arrest. Do they still have the airship? Obviously not. They were on ground. Herb Royal Villa on lockdown. The Intelligence Division has set up headquarters in the Herb Royal Villa, and is preparing for an attack by the insurgent unit. In the meantime, entry into the area surrounding the villa is strictly prohibited. Suspicion of the elite unit. A sedition plot, an attack on the Central Factory. Her Majesty's most trusted unit has suddenly, like a bolt out of the blue, been accused of some truly heinous crimes. These shocking events have sent citizens of the royal city reeling in a state of bafflement. Yet there has still been no words from the Intelligence Division about the evidence or motive behind these incidents. In the interest of public sentiment, should not swift steps be taken to demonstrate clearly the grounds for these claims? They haven't been completely silenced then, have they? Society, a postponement of festivities? A royal official disclosed today that Her Majesty Queen Alicia appears to have fallen ill and is presently recuperating in the royal keep. It was also noted that Princess Claudia would be tending to the needs of her grandmother, Her Royal Hardness, Claudia. For the time being, the Honourable Duke Dunan von Auslees will be assuming all official duties in her stead. He's in on it? Or they just stuck him in because he's a puppet that's an idiot? It is conceivable that there may be a postponement of the annual festivities if Her Majesty's recovery is unfavourable. In the royal city, already taken aback at the arrests of the unit within the royal army, there's another piece of depressing news for all the peace-loving citizens. Our prayers go out to Her Majesty for a speedy recovery. In the society section, the martial arts competition begins! This year's martial arts competition is hosted by the Honourable Duke Dunan von Auslees, in place for Her Majesty. And despite the uncertainty arising from recent events, the preliminary rounds will begin as scheduled. Owing to the Duke's strong inclination to have teams of 4 battle it out, this year's match format was changed. We need to hire some people. Or find some friends. We know Chloe's not going to be one of them, though. Once I get 4, then I can actually go explore the world as well. And get the treasure chests. The sudden modification sent competitors scrambling in an effort to assemble teams. It appears, however, that one competitor, a citizen of the Republic, has elected to go it alone for the time being. A solitary challenger? Will he be able to make it through the preliminaries? Interesting. For the time being. Maybe that's someone I can recruit. Chef's curry. I'm wasting my money. We ate it. Amazingly, through some sort of flavor osmosis, you managed to piece out the recipe for the chef's curry simply by tasting it. Sure. Right, we're going to also get a rich espresso and a vegetable... Oh no, we've already got a vegetable sandwich. Curious sleep. That makes sense. I think I've got every food stuff I've seen along the way. Hello, and welcome to the Barrel Coffee House. We have almost any kind of coffee you can imagine. Go right ahead and make yourself at home. Nah. This is a really relaxing place. I kill many an hour here, just sipping a cup and reading. Can I have your croissant? If I eat it, I'll learn it. Right, Libelle News. Welcome to Libelle News. Despite our name, we're totally non-partisan. I swear. First floor is information, second floor is a newsroom, and third floor is printing. There's almost nobody in the newsroom these days, so I've kind of been put in charge of it by default. Almost no one. So that means I'm not likely to see Neil or Dorothy here? I know that crest. Would you two happen to be the junior bracers, Estelle and Joshua, from just that crest? I don't know. Who's asking? I'm the editor-in-chief of the Libelle News. I've heard about you two from both Neil and Dorothy. Okay, that's us then. It's a pleasure to meet you. We're avid readers. Haha, glad to hear it. Did you want to see Neil? Not especially. Good, because he's not here. He won't be back for a while. Why? Neil is out right now getting us some juicy nuggets of reportable goodness. The scoop, the skinny. He won't be back for a while. Sure. If I don't get that manuscript soon, my editor will kill me. Neil and Letitia are so much stricter than the chief. Let's go up to printing then. You must be Notitia then. Ah, the prelims are going to start here soon. Camera check, press pass check, and double check, checkbook, yes. Check out on aisle 3, what? That's a lot of checks. It's locked. What would that lead to though? Something. Well, I think we've done a bit of exploring, so I think we should probably head to the guild now. So all those rumors about the terrorist attack true? Hope it doesn't adversely affect our cost of living. Oh, wait a second. I should go to the, yes, but not until I buy my new equipment. Equipment first. So, we'll obviously want the battle staff. And the Schneiders. 2 times... Oh, they're so expensive, man. Let's see what I can sell. We're gonna have to shimmy some money around, I think, again. Oh, we can sell loads of metal jackets after all. Let's put the Schneiders on too. Here we go. Here's the chopping and changing, buying and selling. Alright, so we don't need any of these rods anymore. We can only afford 1 armor. I mean, I don't need this scorpion anymore. If Scheherazade even comes back, get rid of the flamberge too. Get rid of the bear assault. Buy bear assault. I mean, we don't need all these. Agat's left his cavalier killer too. The broad edge only is 150. The craft cannon. Nice for everyone to give us their weapons back after we're done. Brass knuckles. We even got Zin stuff. I think I've got money now. So I'm not too bad off there. So let's buy 2 shield coats. We'll obviously get better stuff in time. And 2 composites. We are super equipped. Strong as we can be. Which is not a bad thing, because we're obviously going to enter a blooming tournament. So gear is good. In that case, gear is very good. It could overwhelmingly win me the fight. Alright? How is your defense so much lower? I'll guess because Joshua's got a defense gem on. No. You got the same defensive gear on. Your defense is tons weaker, but your strength is ton higher. Yeah, brute you. Alright, let's sell those metal jacket and the black coat. I sell the Alpha Stragers. Guess I don't even have much of a retail value by the look of it. Craft shoes I can sell though for quite a bit of money. Especially considering I had a lot of them. Double spikes too. So we're not poor by any stretch of the imagination. We still got good money. We still got more stuff we could sell. We could sell Cornelia. Alright, super geared. We're ready to go to the guild at last. Oh, she does have the attack gem on you. It does lower defense. You're alright. May fortune smile upon you. With everyone together, I think we may just succeed. Haha, now you've got it. If you're participating, I expect nothing less than everything you've got. Right, we can't let those army goons beat us. Now then, we ought to get going soon. Pardon the intrusion. Hi, Kana. Hope it's in Estelle and Joshua. Oh, Kana, well, fancy meeting you here. Oh, yes, and we met once during the whole Sky Bandit incident. You were the rookies with Scheherazade, right? Long time no see. What brings you all to Grancel? I'll field that one. they have to hurry, or else they'll be late. Whoops, you're right. Sorry, you two. We'll talk later. We've got to get going. See you later, rookies. Pardon me. 4 of them? I can guess where they're going. Must be so awesome to be a full-fledged bracer. Indeed, they all look pretty tough. You were talking about something when we came in. Was that what I think it was? Indeed so. They're all leaving to participate in the big fighting tournament, the martial arts competition. Whoa. Sorry. I'm Estelle Bright, currently of the Zeiss branch. I'm Joshua Bright, the same affiliation. I'm El Num. I'm with the Grancel branch. Miss Killiker got in touch with me and informed me that you two would be coming soon. Can I get you to go ahead and change your affiliation now? Certainly. Estelle and Joshua signed the assignment change forms. Excellent. I bid you welcome to the Grancel branch of the Bracer Guild. Personally, I've been looking quite forward to your arrival. You are the children of Cassius, are you not? Yeah. I suppose you know him? Oh yes, I'm ever in his debt. Is it true that he set out on a journey from which he has not yet returned? Yeah. He hasn't been home in quite some time. He did write us a letter, though. But he failed to mention where he was or what he was doing. We travelled everywhere from Roland to Zeiss, but we've heard no news of his whereabouts. Which I suppose makes it unlikely that he's still in the country. That's a pity. The army's current counter-terrorism activities have made it difficult for us to do our jobs. With a former soldier like Cassius among us, I'd hoped it might smooth things over. Is something wrong? Well, actually, we know what's going on behind the scenes with all of that. Let us tell you everything that happened with the incident in Zeiss. Estelle and Joshua explained what they'd learned in Laceham Fortress, as well as Professor Russell's request. What's wrong? Nothing. It's all just a lot to take in. So Colonel Richard is actually in control of the Royal Army, and the counter-terrorism is just a big farce put on by the Intelligence Division Special Forces? That's a little difficult to believe. But it's true. Talk with Killiker at the Zeiss branch, and she'll confirm our story. It's alright. It's not that I don't believe you. On the contrary, a few pieces of the puzzle have just fallen into place, as it were. However, Colonel Richard is an extremely popular man in this city. Though it pains me to say so, I've been sympathetic to him all this time. And the citizens would never dream that the Colonel could be involved in any sort of conspiracy. I figured as much. The Intelligence Division has played everyone for fools. The Bracer Guild cannot directly interfere in military matters, but neither can we simply stand back and watch. First of all, did you accept the Professor's request? Absolutely. The question is, how do we get an audience with Her Majesty? Well, that is an issue. Ordinarily, a guild letter alone would be enough to get you in. What? Really? Oh, no way! No need to worry then. Estelle, I really don't think it's going to be quite that simple. No matter how you look at it, the royal guards that are supposed to be protecting the castle are being treated as terrorists. Do you understand what that means? Well, I think it means that... Oh, the castle security won't be as tight, the Queen is in danger, that letter will just get crumbled up. The Queen is in danger, I'd say. I mean, she's suddenly ill at a time like this. But let's face it, I always get these wrong. It seems likely. What I was getting at is the Colonel probably has a strong hold of Grancel's council as he did on Laceham Fortress. Of course I got it wrong. Of course I got it wrong. And if we present the letter, it'll likely get crumbled up. Why do I look at, try to look at the base examples of it, which usually are correct, and then I go a different direction than the game wants, every time? What? Then how are we supposed to get in to talk to the Queen? The Queen's obviously in danger. We could possibly sneak in, like we did Laceham Fortress. I doubt they'd be so foolish as to fall for the same trick twice. Well, in that case, why don't we just try going like normal and see what happens? If we play our cards right, we might just get some useful info out of the gatekeeper. Fine by me, but just one piece of advice. Keep the fact that we want to see the Queen yourself. If Colonel Richard gets wind of it, he'll likely cause us no end of trouble. Okay. And I believe it would be a good idea to keep this whole matter under wraps for the time being. We must gather more intel. Just you know, the royal castle is just off the main street, directly to the north. Go ahead and get what information you can, but use the utmost caution. You bet, Mr. Alnam. We'll let you know if we find anything. Right, well, apart from that... Oh, there are no requests? That's weird. Wait, Joshua? Wasn't Chloe coming to the capital right about now? Now that you mention it, she did say she'd meet us before the birthday celebration started. She should definitely be here by now. Elnan, there wasn't a girl about our age named Chloe who came around asking for us, was there? We promised to meet up here. Chloe, you say? No, I'm afraid no one by that name has been here. Ah, raspberries. Maybe we should have asked where she was staying. She mentioned some rich relatives, though that's not much of a lead, I suppose. I'm sure she's simply running late, and we'll try to contact you shortly. If she comes by, I'll be sure to let you know immediately. Thank you for that. Nothing to report currently, of course. Yeah, I don't have anything to report. Let's not talk about it. Right, so we're going to go to the castle and poke around, are we? It's always a good idea. Just clear my throat a second. So we checked out pretty much every shop. We haven't checked out every house. We'll go into the castle, which is this way, if I'm right in saying. Or I just looked at it this way because this big entrance here. Ah, this is the Grand Arena. The Border Garrison team is totally going to win again this year. Border Garrison? It looks like they changed around a lot of the rules this year for some reason. I can't believe the Royal Guardsmen I'm fighting. I want to see Lieutenant Schwartz do her thing. Why did I even bother buying an advance ticket? So let's see. Who should I cheer for this year? Maybe I'll just cheer for Blood. Doesn't matter whose. Robin. You're a villain. Welcome to the Grand Arena. There's still some time before the match begins. Please feel free to wait in line with the other spectators if you wish. Line? Let's try to figure out where the end is. Currently in the arena, we're holding the preliminary matches of the martial arts competition. May I see your tickets? Ticket sales are to the right. Sorry. Oh, hi! Are you here to watch the martial arts competition? No, I think I'm going to be competing, to be honest. Oh, like guard stations like Beefeaters? Oh, I could be a Beefeater now. Just ahead is the Erebonian Embassy. The general public is prohibited from passing beyond this point. Official business only, I'm afraid. Let me in again. He just let me shake on it. He didn't try to stop me. He just let me go. Oh, this actually is locked. No, let's get to the Grancel Castle properly now. I know who's in the Erebonian Embassy, you know. I know who's there. Wow, so that's Grancel Castle. It's gorgeous. I guess it really is fit for a queen. It's not just pretty, it's also really solidly built. For instance, look at the main gate. Yeah, I don't think getting through there would be an easy task. Which means I guess we'll have to talk to those soldiers there. Well, still your nerves and let's give it a shot. Okay, we're just country folk here on vacation checking out the castle. And we just thought we'd try and catch a glimpse of Her Majesty since we're here. Does that sound okay to you? You know, you're disturbingly good at coming up with that kind of stuff. Well, it doesn't come in handy, but still. I'll take that as a compliment. Okay, now smile and act natural. Well, it's because it's kind of true. You are country folk. You are here for a glimpse of the Queen. No, a bit more. Hello there. Good afternoon. Welcome to Grancel Castle. Please state your business. Well, we're just getting here from Rollum. We're taking in the sights, you might say. We were wondering if there was any chance we might get a tour of the castle. Ah, I get it. I'm sorry, but access to the castle is restricted to authorized personnel only. Security's been tighter, what with the terrorism scares. Once the terrorists are caught, tours will probably open up again. Really? Dang. There goes my dream of seeing the Queen in real life. Well, not necessarily. She always addresses the people from her terrace during the birthday celebration. You can see her then. Fair warning though, Her Majesty hasn't been in the best of health these days. I don't know if she'll be able to manage her traditional greeting. Huh? Her Majesty is ill? Yes, I hear it's because of stress. Or maybe from the shock of learning the Royal Guardsmen were involved in a terrorist plot. She hasn't been seen much lately. I believe she's resting in her private quarters. Oh. Damn the Guardsmen. How could they just turn traitor like that? Never did like those damned elitist jerks anyway. But Lieutenant Schwartz was always so kind and considerate to everyone. She even taught us court etiquette and how to wield a sword. It's just hard for me to picture someone like that as a terrorist. Of course it's hard. She probably left because she felt responsible for her men's actions. Poor Lieutenant Schwartz. You don't suppose these two had a little crush on the lieutenant, do you? Yeah, it seems so. Anyway, yes, the castle is off limits. Sorry, but you can't go inside. Well, I guess that's that. I'm just a tad bit worried. If Her Majesty is taken sick, who's seeing to her daily affairs with running the country? Yes, it's certainly a natural enough concern. But now there's someone acting as a proxy on paper. How's that work? Haha, literally, on paper. I can't picture someone like him ever actually making any real governmental decisions. Hey, what would you say? I'll admit, I would have thought that the duty would fall to the princess. And you tell me to watch what I say. But what's that? Whoops, speak of the devil. Hi! They know who we are, though. Bah! I know he's so insulted. The tournament should have already begun and I'm not there! Philip! Why didn't you wake me up sooner? This is all your fault! I'm terribly sorry, Your Grace, but I was merely trying to look after your mental well-being. For the last few days, you've been in the banquet hall, drinking and singing, consuming exclusively beer and donuts while reading your morning comics. Living the dream life! I feel that it should come as no surprise that you overslept. Silence, Philip. I'm not in the mood to listen to your chastisements. As the future king, I can do what I want, whenever I want. Bah! Time is short. Come on, we must hurry to the Grand Arena. The lives of the rich and famous? By any chance, was that? We know. Don't even say it. That was His Grace the Duke, acting proxy for Her Majesty. Wow, suddenly I fear for the entire country. Well, don't worry too much. He has a very reliable assistant. And it's thanks to him that we haven't had any major incidents lately. Do tell. Colonel Richard of the Royal Army Intelligence Division. Since the Duke is more of the playboy sort, the Colonel handles all the government affairs. I knew it. They're pushing harder into the core of the kingdom than I expected. So try not to let this whole thing get you down. Grancel's got plenty of other famous places you can check out. Yeah, you're in the royal city, after all. Just go at your own pace. You're right, we will. Thank you both for your kindness. Well, that was informative. I can't believe that the Duke is supposed to be acting on behalf of the Queen, though. The real power is probably in the hands of Colonel Richard. What's more, no one around him has any clue that he's the one pulling all the strings. Being able to control the flow of information must be an extremely useful tool. You're not supposed to envy the enemy. And anyway, it looks like the Duke is going to that fighting tournament. Can we go too? Yeah. If nothing else, we need to keep an eye on what he's up to. That settles it then. Which way was it to the Grand Arena? I believe it's in the east block. So back to the main road, then east. Back to the main road, then east again. So we're gonna watch the tournament? Oh, now before we do anything, between story events, always and forever. Where am I going? Check the quest board. Good. Right. Let's get a save on. And go check it out. I want to see what kind of tournament there will be. The line still hasn't actually formed properly yet. Currently in the arena, we're holding the preliminary match of the martial arts competition. May I see your tickets? Ticket sales to the right. Oh yeah, buy a ticket. Welcome to the Grand Arena. Would you like a ticket? Yes, 2 please. Preliminaries are in progress right now, but the main event will last for 3 days starting tomorrow. Which day would you like your ticket? Actually, we're going to catch the preliminary matches if we could. Alright then. They're already more than halfway finished though. Will that be a problem? Nope, no problem at all. Okay, bad value, but hey, not my money. That'll be 1,000 mirror. Wow, that's a lot. I'd heard that there was some kind of discount for the birthday celebration. I'm sorry, sir. This year, there have been some complications that have made it impossible to store off discounts. Hey, if half the matches are gone, I want 50% off. Okay, that's pretty sucky. What can you do? Let's see, 900, 950. We have 1,000 mirror. Thank you very much. Here are your tickets. Receive 2 Grand Arena tickets. The entrance to the arena is directly to your left. Show your tickets at the gate. I don't mind paying. I'm not that skinflinty on this. So I want my money for gear. Currently in the arena, we're holding the preliminary matches of the martial arts competition. May I see your tickets? Yeah. Hand over the Grand Arena. Tickets. Thanks. Everything needs to be in order. You may enter at your discretion. Oh, wow. This room is gorgeous. This is the entrance hall. Audience seats are on the 2nd floor, apparently. Let's take a look. Slightly pretentious music. Welcome to the Grand Arena. Spectators may use the stairwell through either door to reach audience seating. If you want to watch the preliminaries, you best hurry up. I believe you might just be in time to catch the 7th match. Oh, I should have got major discount. Come on. Anyone else on the ground floor here? door is locked. What is that door? Reserved for guests of honor, no unauthorized personnel. So that's probably where Duke Dudan is. Let's go the other way. Find out what these doors are. I think this is the waiting room for one of the teams. I don't think they'd appreciate us barging in on them. That's a different way of locking the door. Again, guests of honor. So they get their own bottom tier? I guess it's so they could mix with the competitors maybe if they wish to. Wow, look at all these people! Yeah, there's some serious enthusiasm in the air. Judging by the number of spectators, this must be a major event. I wonder how far the prelim rounds go. Thank you for your patience. The 7th round is now starting. Oh, looks like they're starting up. Well, let's go find ourselves a place to sit down. The red and blue ball in the middle makes me think of something else. Southside, blue team. Border Patrol 2nd Regiment. Captain is 2nd Lieutenant Sammy. Huh, I thought the matches were one-on-one. I guess this one's a team outing. I could have sworn it was individual bouts only, though. Northside, red team. Racer Guild, Grancel branch, team. Captain is Kurt. Hey, it's Carter's team. Wow, we got here in just in time to see them fight. Hey, it's Oliz, Lieutenant Sammy. Somehow I think Lieutenant Sammy's gonna go down. It's a tournament arc where we know some of the characters, we don't know the others. That only means one result. This begins the 7th preliminary match. Both teams go to your starting places. Take your positions. Begin. Kana has a gun. What? I'm actually watching. AI battles. If she's got a cannon, then she's going to get a really good shot on here. Attack that one in the front. You probably get all 4 depending on the range. Oh, you're a single shot?
By my art, become hard as steel.
So he's a buffer. You've got 2 attacks at the front, 1 range with blind. Kana's using it up. Stab her! They got loads of HP. I mean, we'd be low HP if we took those 2 hits. Alright, they're taking out 1.
By my art, be calming as ocean waves.
Well, they've got the, that's Kurt, isn't it? So he's the healer, buffer, support. Oh my god, Kana's got some spells. Is that S-Break for 1500? Chew on this! Indeed! Grand Special! Nice finisher. Snipe from range. Wait, she can move and attack? Kurt gets 1 attack in. The final blow.